everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Chargers would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Dolphins going up against the Chargers.
All right, Larry, it will be the home for NFL football until 2020 as you get a look inside the intimate StubHub Center here in Carson. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first carry for Amir Abdullah. Whoosh. Spinning again. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
They go back to Abdullah on first, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now again, this is Abdullah. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Halfback sent in motion. On third down, Palmer. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Used to have a coach who tells us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Tevin Coleman, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Bortles. He finds an opening past the 40 to Shepard, complete over the middle. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here He's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Play action. It's Palmer. Out left, he's got it to Everett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He'll send Landry in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They go play action here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. If that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack. For a loss of 6. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here we go. White. Black round. Ohio.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
Come on, let's go. 1-9, Ohio. Ohio.
Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. He's going to walk, looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now Hundley. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've
got a man. It's Landry for the Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Throwing Hundley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 26. the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Again, it's Abdullah. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Palmer, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going to run it with Abdullah. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Looking to throw. And an alley to run. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kevin Dodd with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. They're going to try and throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And this one will be brought back to the 22. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So after the interception, here's Palmer. And over the middle, this is Parker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down. Here's Palmer. A dump off for Abdullah. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go? And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jarvis Landry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So out come the Chargers. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On first down, Abdullah. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
They go with Abdullah again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
On third down, Palmer steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here we go. 38. Ohio.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kevin Dodd in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Here we go. 38. Ohio.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Ohio.
They'll run it with Coleman. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. And they begin the drive with a duel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Palmer now off the bootleg. Going deep here for Landry. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Goes underneath here to White. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. All right, now look.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Wormley busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Second down, Palmer. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Elsewhere around the NFL, third quarter now in Los Angeles. At scoring again, the Rams have widened that lead a bit further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? They'll try and throw for him with Palmer. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 3 there on the pickup, and that's good for a Miami first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
All right, here we go.
Off the bootleg. Palmer sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Come on, let's go.
Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Matt Darr now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Landry. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
And Abdullah lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Brandon, I was fortunate enough to call Amir Abdullah's first start in college and his first start in the NFL with the Lions. And with the Lions, he turned the ball over in that first game. Fumbling was an issue in college, and it continued that way his first year in the NFL.
You mean you had a life before you met me?
Yeah, I didn't mean to.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
8 yards to go here on second down. Now again, left side. This is Abdullah. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Fourth down. Here's Palmer. On the move to his left. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. A toss to Abdullah. Shifts by him at the 25. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, Palmer. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle. The gap there has widened. The Seahawks just scored again. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. They're going on 4th down. It's Palmer. And this is caught. He hits Landry. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Oh, Palmer looking to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So Charles are able to complete what